This is like take 24 on this video. Good afternoon from Kentucky. So what are we doing down in Kentucky? Discover 4x4 Adventures is down here doing our Daniel Boone byway trip. We will have about 16 people down here for this trip, and it's going to be a great loop. We're going to spend one day doing the tourist attractions down here, and then the next 2 days discovering the loop and going to do that. But we are home basing out of a little campground here in Slade, so I'm going to take you guys and show you all about this little campground. It's just a cute little spot we found we like. So this campground basically consists of one center loop that I'm standing at the edge of right now, and there's a pavilion off there in the distance. And these lots through here are pretty small. They're more for tent camping or a small pop-up type camper. You access this area by driving over this little bridge here. So I wouldn't say this area really is for the big campers, but for more smaller setups like us, we are tent camping here. And then I'll take you up front here in just a second. That's basically where you get checked in. They have firewood. There's your trash station, things like that. But there's this off of the loop. If you follow the main drag back, you're going to get these campsites here. So basically there's going to be a series of campsites on our right. So I'll take you up there. So basically this main drive that we're on here is separated by a creek back here that's your main loop back here. That's the back side of the pavilion right there. And there is a bridge to take you across to that other loop as well if you're on foot. These sites over here are a lot deeper. They have electric and water, where the center loop is only water on those sites. You do have electric at the camp, shower, bathroom if you need it. Somewhere to plug a phone in and charge it. But again, these lots over here are much deeper. As you get away from the loop back there, they start to get a little more shallow as far as depth goes. But essentially this keeps going back here, and it's just straight in, straight out. Cute little old cabin there. I don't think that's used for anything. Matter of fact, there's a sign that says keep out. And on the back side of this drive, there is about a 2-mile hike back on there. And at the loop way up front there is also going to be another little hike back in that's about a 1/4 mile to see an arch. So I'm not going to keep doing this walk all the way back. Pretty much I'm at the halfway point right now between the front check-in gate and the campsites. So real quiet campground, not a ton going on here to do, but within the area there's all kinds of stuff to do. This is basically right across the road from the Natural Bridge Park. So if you're looking for something a little more quiet, I say this is the place to go. It's usually not too busy from what we've seen. And especially if you're like tent camping and you want at least a place to take a shower and a bathroom, pretty good place to do it. So that little center loop's right next to the bathroom. It's the only bathroom that's here. All right, I'm going to take you guys up front, and we will take a peek at the check-in gate, where to buy firewood. It looks like we have Jason arriving. Hey!
Welcoming committee.
How was the drive?
Not too bad.
Looks like some of our group brought trucks and trailers. They allowed them to park over here since they can't really fit back on our campsites. And these are our spots for the hikers. Here's your wood shed that you go and pay up front at the check-in gate for that, and then come back over here. I guess this is $8 for a bundle of wood. I would say it's okay wood. Nice check-in gate. Got ice here. Warning about black bears. We're going to stop and get checked in. This is kind of in a curve in the road. It's a pretty windy road coming in here, so you got to really keep an eye out for the sign. So I'm going to take you guys out. We'll show you the sign, what you're looking for as you come down the road. Whittleton Campground and Picnic Area. Again, there's also 2 hikes that come back out of here. So as you can see, this road's nice and curvy, and we are in a curve here as you pull into the campground. So do look for traffic and be careful pulling in here. Also will say there is one campsite out here towards the front, which is A1, and this is a tent campsite, but I would say this would be my last choice. It's pretty close to the road, so you're gonna have road noise. Outside of that, I like all the rest of the campsites. Matter of fact, I'll walk around and show you what I would say are my favorite campsites based on how deep they are and maybe how flat they are. It's A4. It's a nice, very deep site right on the edge of the woods. Fairly level. They have these pads back in there like that to help level things off. That's A5 and A6. There's a little loop pull around back here. And this is where people are walking back into Henderson's Arch Trail, which is 0.3 miles down the trail. Kentucky State Parks Trail Regulations. So this is A9 and A11 down there, and A13 just past. These are pretty shallow sites, but if you're tent camping, they're nice and wide. Over here we have got A10 and A12. And these sites are pretty good. They're pretty close to the bathroom, but good sized sites. Go back in on an angle if you had to back something in. That'd be helpful. And then this slot over here I like because you kind of get this whole corner. That's A15, and it's nice and flat. A13, another very flat site. Once you get across here, some of these are on a little bit of an arch. We're not staying rustic. One of our big questions is always, how are the bathrooms? So let's actually take a peek at the bathrooms. I saw one video on this place before, and the guy that did the video did not have any video of the bathrooms because they were locked up when he was here. So, not super awful, not super great. Looks like 2 showers, 2 stalls. I heard the water pressure isn't that great. I would say definitely bring your flip-flops for this one, but it'll get you clean after a day on the trails. So here is campsite 22. You're going to be right down by the creek down there. Campsite 21. It's near the bathroom, but on the ground here there's a lot of roots on the ground, so not a big fan of 21. 20, nice, it flattens out down there. Again, you're going to be by the creek, which is kind of neat. 19, not bad. 17 and 15, not bad. 18's a little not level. 17 is okay. You kind of get flat back in there. You're going to be putting your stuff on stone. So, yeah. So some other fun things to do while down in the Slade area is Miguel's Pizza is a must. Of course, hiking, underground kayaking, Nada's Tunnel, Daniel Boone Coffee Shop, and of course off-roading. Come find us at discover4x4adventures.com. We'll see you on the trail.
That was